studio. You're watching Sunrise, live from London.
He's been just as successful here in the UK as he has been in Australia.
Well, as one half of Savage Garden, and with his own solo work, he has sold millions of albums and had a string of hits. It was as half of Savage Garden that we first got to know Darren Hayes. It was one of the most successful groups of the late 1990s. Savage Garden sold 25 million albums around the world, had 10 top 40 songs in the UK, and in Australia won 14 ARIA awards.
It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it?
But in 2001, the band split, and Darren went on to pursue a solo career. His first single, Insatiable, was a huge hit around the world. He's had 3 albums in total, and now is preparing to launch his new one, his first in 4 years.
Are you willing to sleep your way to the top? Do you want to be pop?
Have you got that? No, you can't hear that?
No.
Well, Darren Hayes joins us now. Good morning. 4 years since your last
Hi.
album.
I know.
What have you been doing?
I renovated a house. I know. It's crazy. I run into people who literally ask me if I still make music anymore, and I think, OK, it's time to put out a record. I should do something.
Yep. Have you been performing, though?
No, I literally spent probably 3 years making this record that's about to come out, so it's been a long time. And I sort of did some normal stuff. I renovated a house and did some boring domestic stuff.
Right.
Lived life. It's fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So tell us about the new album.
Oh, gosh. Well, it's hard for me to talk about it in the third person, but it's a pop record.
I was going to say, though, exactly.
It's a pop record, and a lot of people are excited because it feels like the kind of thing that maybe I could have or should have done at the demise of Savage Garden, but I just had a bit of a chip on my shoulder and wanted to be strange and different. And I don't know, it's just it's a really energetic, fun record, and I can't wait to release
You had
it.
to have a bit of time out. Was that a case, you know, you needed a few years, you needed to do some renovating?
Yeah, I think it's like when you move out of home, you know, you kind of just want to prove that you get your ear pierced. I don't know if you got your ear pierced.
No.
Honey, his nose.
I argue about that with my daughters and their tattoos and things like that. But how hard was it to break away from Savage Garden? You talk about it as if it was really traumatic, really emotional.
Well, it's not that it was traumatic. First of all, you know, I loved the band. I absolutely loved being in the band, and I think it's, you know, at the time, I'm absolutely glad for my life. But at the time, I actually didn't want it to end, so that was hard. But also, it was a phenomenon. So to sort of come from this phenomenon and then to have to start again, that was a real challenge. So it took me years to find my feet.
Love brought you to the UK.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself staying here forever?
I don't know, we talked about this off air. It's weird, it's been 7 years that I've been here and I never saw myself being in the UK.
Wow.
I'm a Brisbane boy. I lived in the US for a long time and loved it. Came here for work, met Richard, fell in love, and now I've got the passport and here I am. So I don't know. I miss home, I do.
Yeah.
And what, are you caught up in all the royal wedding hype?
You can't escape it. I mean, these guys at home probably can't see, but there's a whole, you know, village here of sort of hysteria. You can't help but not be. And I think we sort of grew up, especially with Di. I mean, I remember being in London on a promo visit with Savage Garden when Princess Diana died, and I was sort of with thousands and thousands of people at the funeral procession. So I sort of have felt this connection, and seeing, you know, just seeing the boys grow up, you sort of, you can't help but feel connected to it, I think, in some ways.
And here we are sitting now right opposite Buckingham Palace.
I know, it's very surreal.
It's so nice to see you in person and talk to you.
I know, normally it's a blue screen.
No, isn't it?
So.
And all the best.
Thank you.
And yeah, we're glad you're back and around.
Yeah, I'll see you home soon.
That'd be good. Thanks, Dan.
Still to come is being a princess all it's cracked up to be. But next, the home of the royal